I outjumped him. He went over the back, because I outjumped him. Yeah. Because right now I can touch the middle of the light in my sister's bedroom.
I want to be for my birthday because my little sister, she wears some of them and they get holes in them because she's so chubby.
That's just some of what you hear when you're a parent. And if you don't believe us,
Wait till you have kids.
and today on Wait Till You Have Kids, our couples are, first, the Chernotskys, Ike and Sherry. Everyone tells Ike he looks like a Hollywood producer, and so far, he and Sherry have produced 3 kids named Lee, Sonia, and Rebecca. Next, it's the Rubensteins, Rick and Karen. They've raised 2 children, Alex and Kelsey. And finally, talk about been there and done that. Here are the Luciardis, Ciro and Tina, who have 4 children and 10 grandchildren. And now, let's meet the host of Wait Till You Have Kids, Tom Parks.
Welcome to Wait Till You Have Kids. Now, you've met our couples, the Chernotskys, the Rubensteins, and the Luciardis. Did I get that right? Tina, you had to marry him. Ciro Luciardi.
She married for my name.
Of course. It's so romantic. In a moment, our couples are going to be matching their ideas on raising a family with our resident expert. She's a family therapist, and she's been in practice for 15 years. Say hello to Ellen Winters. Ellen, hey. Now, Ellen, you've looked at the dilemmas that we're going to present to our couples today. You have the answers.
I have the answers.
All right, if you'll sit in our comfy family
Great.
therapist chair. Couples, each match you make with our expert will win points for your team. The couple with the most points at the end of the game wins some extraordinary prizes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
If you're ready, we're going to start round 1. Before we start that, we'll get our first dilemma. Let's listen as 14-year-old Kelly reminds us all of an important moment in her life and maybe ours, right here.
It was in last year, and I was watching a movie with my boyfriend, and he was sitting next to me, and he had his hand like on my shoulder, or we were holding hands at first like this, like that, and then he put his arm around me, and then he put his arm over here, and then he like brushed my hair back, and I thought to myself, this is it, and it was.
I want to be that young again. Couples, you have 1 vote between you, but if you don't agree in this round, remember, ladies, you have the final say. Each correct answer in this round is worth 1 point. Here's the dilemma. Parents, you're at the movies, and as the picture begins, you, along with everyone seated around you, spot a teenage couple a few rows ahead of you who are passionately engaged in some heavy lip-locking. Suddenly, you realize the girl is your 15-year-old daughter, Cindy, and her date. What should you do? A, if it bothers you, move to another part of the theater. B, quietly leave, then have a heart-to-heart talk with Cindy later. C, wing Cindy with a milk dud, let her know you're there.
I like that one.
Let's start with Chernotskys.
She's got the final word, but I'm gonna push her in a direction. It's out of my character, but I say B. Quietly leave and have a heart-to-heart talk with Cindy later. You'll have the heart-to-heart talk with her, and I'll be in the garage blowing my, having a rough time with myself. But I think that would be appropriate.
Sherry, you're shaking your head.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No?
I wouldn't do that. I have the final answer. I answer C.
Cindy
I would
says,
wing her with a milk dud and let her know I was there and say, chill, baby.
wing her with a milk dud. Okay. Rubensteins.
What do you? I definitely not B. I'm not. I paid
No, see,
$7. I'm not
that's
going to leave.
No,
Rick,
it
you're a
doesn't
practical
matter.
man.
I would say A. Just
No.
move to a different part, and we'll talk to her later.
But it doesn't say talk to her. The one you want to, when you,
Well,
if
she
you
lives-
want
we're
to
gonna
talk to her,
talk
you
to
have
her.
to say B.
You have to say B,
No.
quietly leave, have a heart-to-heart talk with her later.
Right.
Licciardi.
Licciardi. Well, I don't want to start a scene in the movie, okay?
I understand.
I know my tongue and temper. Ooh.
Oh, Cyril, I know.
I better quietly leave.
You better quietly leave before
Quietly
somebody
leave.
gets hurt.
Oh, and she's gonna follow me too.
Now, Tina, do you agree with that?
I agree with him.
Okay, so put your answer up. Your answer is B, quietly agree. Quietly leave and talk to Cindy later. We've got 2 B's and a C. Nobody picked A. Ellen?
Well, I wouldn't pick A either. And as far as C goes, I think if you pick C, you're going to end up with a very angry girl and probably won't be talking to you for a few months. I would say B, quietly leave and heart-to-heart talk with her.
So, the Rubensteins get a point, the Licciardis get a point, Chernotsky's still with 0. We'll be right back with more of Wait Till You Have Kids after this. Welcome back to Wait Till You Have Kids. Here we are in round 2, and coincidentally, in round 2, each correct answer is worth 2 points. In this round, unfortunately, gentlemen, the women still have the final say. Now, before we get to our second dilemma, if you think that all you can do with grandparents is kiss them on the cheeks and help them out of chairs, here's 9-year-old Carlos to say that you can have a lot more fun than that.
The most favorite thing I like doing with my grandma is watching wrestling on TV. Most of the time, my grandma would like most of the fatality moves, and she loves it when they get hit below the belt.
Kids, we're going to Grandma's for Thanksgiving. Ah! Okay, here's your dilemma. It's your son Jeremy's 3rd birthday, and you're having a party for the family. All 4 grandparents are there. The problem is Jeremy is paying all his attention to your folks, completely ignoring Grandpa Bill and Grandma Ethel. Bill and Ethel aren't as fun as your parents, but they are caring people, even if they are a little more reserved. You hate to see them hurt. What should you do? A, explain the situation to your in-laws and see if you can convince them to loosen up a little bit. B, try to get Jeremy to understand he should show more affection to your in-laws. Or C, don't interfere. When Jeremy's older, he'll relate to them much better. Let's start with the Rubensteins.
This is a no-brainer here. No-brainer. It's got to be C, because when you're dealing with in-laws, hands-off is the best policy, don't you think?
He's 3, so he's a little young to try and get him to understand. You definitely can't get his in-laws. His mother would never understand, so I can't go that far.
You better hope she's not watching this.
Yeah.
If the shoe fits.
I'm not sure this is going to make her more understanding.
We'll tell her it's on the day
It's your
after.
decision, but C is the right answer. Go ahead, pick a block. Go ahead.
Karen,
Guilt here,
it's
the
up to
guilt.
you, Karen.
You know what? I'll go with him.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go with it this time.
C. Well, let's try the Licciardis.
As a grandfather, I think that's difficult to this. You know, you can't tell much to the in-laws, and he's 3 years old. Can't do much about it. We have 10 grandchildren. We know that sometimes they love us more than love the other grandparents. So I have to go with C. Don't interfere. He'll understand as you grow older.
Tina, you have the
You
final
don't know
say
what
on
it means to have a 3 years old around you and love him to death. I am so particular with my grandkids. I love them. I have the little one that really takes my heart when he tells me, Nonna, I love you. No, he says ti amo in Italian. And I know that they care for me more than they care for the other grandparents. But I think he's too young to tell him you have to love your the grandma.
So your answer would be?
So I will say C.
C.
All right.
All right, don't interfere. Chernotsky's.
My children are lucky enough to have not only grandparents but great-grandparents. But I'm also very fortunate that my in-laws are over all the time. We live in the same town, and my kids are very close with them, and they don't give them a chance whether to stand off because they're there all the time. So C, don't interfere. Your parents will take care of it. It's okay.
Excuse me. Your mother comes and stays with us?
My mother comes once a year.
And stays with us for 2 weeks?
My mom, don't talk about my mom.
I love your mother. I love your mother.
Thank you.
I love your mother. I'm going to answer C.
Don't interfere.
Don't interfere.
Yeah, and I actually think we've come up with another game show there. All right, so everybody has agreed here on C. Ellen?
Oh, and it doesn't surprise me. Look at what that brings up, you know, grandparents and in-laws. It's very loaded for families. So let's look at the answers again a little bit. Explain the situation to your in-laws and see if you can convince them to loosen up a bit. A, bad choice. B, try to get Jeremy to understand he should show more attention to your in-laws. You're all right. He's too young. C is definitely the one. Don't interfere.
All right. Everybody gets on the board there. Now we're going to go to round 3. In round 3, each correct answer is worth 3 points. In this round, men, we've got the final say. Yes! Okay, here it is. You and your spouse have just won a fabulous 7-day cruise to Hawaii, and when your mother volunteers to babysit your 5-month-old while you're gone, you figure it's you and Kathy Lee singing on the fiesta deck. But now you're getting the guilt about leaving your baby behind. Should you, A, skip the trip, B, start packing, C, plan an alternative trip for 3 instead? Let's start with the Licciardis.
Well, I will not go with the plan C because the baby is too young. I will start packing immediately.
But Ciro, it's your turn to decide. Do you say that, Ciro?
God, I think there's no problem to start packing. I think B will be the answer.
Okay, put it up there. B, start packing. Do you leave the baby behind or do you go on the trip? Chernotskis,
No.
what
Wait
do
a
you
minute,
got?
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Go, because I got the answer. So, but go ahead. Tell them what you think. Tell them what you think.
I would want to start packing, but the baby's only 5 months old, and I would hesitate. I would say C.
C, you plan for an alternative trip instead and have a good
Plan
time.
an alternative trip. Rubenstein.
Well, when our son was 5.5 months old, we went on a big trip, and it worked out beautifully. I mean, I was still nursing, so leaving the kid with my mother is not an option, so it has to be C. We had a lot of fun. That's it. Just
She's right. It worked out great. So C
So
is the
you
answer.
say C.
Yes.
So we got 2 C's and a B. Ellen, what's the right answer here?
Oh, this is such a tough one because, you know, it's a young baby and it's hard to leave a new baby, but you're probably sleep deprived. I think you got the best babysitter in town. Start packing. B is the
When we come back, we'll play our 4th and final question where each answer is worth 4 points and everybody has a chance to vote. We'll see how that works right after this.
Chevrolet, the official car of Wait Till You Have Kids, presents the 1997 Geo Prism LSI. Well-engineered with dual airbags, available ABS, and a quiet interior with room for 5 from your Chevrolet Geo dealers. And now, back to Tom Parks.
Welcome back. We're here in round 4, and each of you gets a vote. Each correct answer is worth 4 points, so there's a possibility of adding 8 points to each of your scores. Now, you've heard of the age of innocence, but what's about the age of lost innocence? Here's young Danielle to give us an idea. Danielle?
Okay, one time when my tooth came out, I put it under my pillow, and I have this little paper that I make a square and put a little square in it. I put my tooth in, then I write how much money I want. Put it under the pillow, and then I go to sleep. Well, I heard my mom's footsteps, or my dad's footsteps, because he's hard foot and he just goes big, big, big. And so when I heard it, I kind of woke up, and then he came to put, I guess, like $5 under my pillow. And I just kept asleep, and then I told him that when when it came morning time, I told him that I seen you and Mom put a $5 bill under my pillow. And he goes, no, I didn't do it. It was probably just the Tooth Fairy's brother.
The Tooth Fairy's brother, that would be Bob Fairy, I believe. This is for the game, contestants. Your 7-year-old daughter, Megan, is looking for treasures in your jewelry box when she comes across the 3 baby teeth she has lost, and they've been taken away by the Tooth Fairy. You are busted. Do you say, A, wow, look at that. I wonder why the Tooth Fairy put them in there. B, okay, I have to admit it. I am one of the earthly helpers that assist the Tooth Fairy in her work. Or C, let's have a talk. Explain there's no Tooth Fairy. She's just a way of making losing teeth fun instead of scary. Contestants, block in your answers. Now, our score, the Licciardis have 6, the Rubensteins have 3, and the Chernotskys 2. Everyone's locked in their answers, so we'll start with the Licciardis.
Okay, I think it's A, because I like to keep the innocence in
So
the
you
children.
say
So I
A?
would go with A.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ciro?
I think the age of innocence is very beautiful for children.
So you say?
I say A.
A. You agree with Tina?
I agree with Tina.
Rubenstein. Karen, what's your answer here?
I think, unfortunately, by 7, they've started to figure out about honesty, and I think it's more important to tell them the truth and let them know that you're going to be serious and not lie to them.
So you're going to have a talk with them. Rick?
I am scum. I have the most gullible children in the world, so I said A.
Chernotskys, let's start with Sherry.
In today's times, at 7 years old, I think it's okay to be honest with them and let them know that you can be honest too.
You agree with Karen. Ike, what do you say?
Well,
Thank you.
Sherry doesn't know this, but I was busted last month by our 5-year-old, and it's C, and she
definite-
understood real
and
well.
she understood.
She
Okay.
understood.
Good answer.
So it's evenly split between A and C. Ellen, what's the right answer here?
Nobody picked B, I agree. And A, I don't know, this is a 7-year-old. I think it's time to start telling her the truth and helping her come to terms with it. I go for C as the best answer. Let's have a talk.
And that means the Chernotskys win! Congratulations. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to the Licciardis and the Rubensteins, but they're going to receive some gifts backstage. But let's take a look at what you've won right here.
Whirlpool's Quiet Plus built-in dishwasher featuring 30 cleaning cycle option combinations, one-touch console, and power clean washing system from Whirlpool. And for truly elegant dining, this lovely Michael C. Fina Company silver plate flatware. 68 pieces in a deluxe drawer chest from the fine silver collection of the Michael C. Fina Company.
Incredible. Now, when we come back, you'll have a chance to light up our house and win thousands of dollars in prizes. We'll do that when we come back, right after this. Welcome back to Wait Till You Have Kids. All right, Chernotsky, are you ready to light up our house?
We are ready.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a series of situations about children. You'll decide whether or not each one of these situations is, according to our expert, Ellen Winters, a potential problem or, okay, a normal stage of development. If you think it's a problem, display your problem card. Show me that. And if you think it's not a problem, display your okay card. Show me that. The answers have been determined by Ellen. Each time you match her, you'll light up a window in our house. You'll alternate turns, and if you light up 7 windows in 60 seconds, you'll win this.
Let's see what's in the mailbox today. It's a trip to Zurich! We'll fly you and a guest for a week's stay at the Hotel Zurich in La Residence, a beautiful deluxe hotel in the heart of Zurich. Features indoor swimming, fitness club, shopping, arcade, and Swiss hospitality from the Hotel Zurich and La Residence. But that's not all. To help you enjoy your vacation, we're also giving you $1,000 in cash.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Okay, take your positions. Now, the clock will begin when I read the first situation. Ready?
Got it.
Good luck.
Got it.
Your 7-year-old son constantly runs away to the next-door neighbor's house.
Problem.
Yes, that's a problem. Your 6-year-old sleeps with a flashlight because she's afraid of monsters.
That's okay.
Yes, that's okay. The only time your 2 teenagers speak to you is when they want money.
That's okay.
No, that's a problem. Your 2-year-old has trouble sharing.
That's okay.
Yes, that's okay. Your 1st grader eats bugs.
That's a problem.
Yes, that's a problem. Your 8-year-old son's favorite activity is burping really loud.
That's okay.
Yes, that's okay. Your 10-year-old eats lunch by himself in the school cafeteria.
That's a problem.
Yes, that's a problem. One more. Your 16-year-old daughter will only associate with kids who are very good looking.
That's a problem.
Yes, that's a problem. You live at the house. Come on down. Come on down. Ellen, come on out.
Oh my God.
Way to go. Congratulations, Sherry. Terrific. Well, there you have it. Those of you who are parents may or may not agree with what you've heard today, but I bet it rings a bell. For those of you who aren't parents, well, wait till you have kids.
Some of our contestants will receive gift certificates good at a Service Merchandise store. Select top name brand products and quality jewelry from their over 600-page catalog or at any of their over 400 stores nationwide. A great way to shop from Service Merchandise. This is Burton Richardson speaking. Wait Till You Have Kids is a production of J. Wolpert Enterprises in association with MTM Enterprises, Inc.
Junk mirror out of some of the junk that I collected. I put like crayons and toothpicks and noodles on it.